Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Lee. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about Purkinje cells. The Purkinje cell is named after a physiologist, Jane Evangelista Purkinje. Purkinje cell is the principal cells of the cerebellum. So the cerebellum is located at the back of our head, on top of the spinal cord, like right here, the red highlighted part of our brain. Purkinje discovered and also named Purkinje cell in 1837. He's from Czech. Here's Czech. It's a beautiful country in Europe. And this is Purkinje. Here's I come up with a mnemonic for Purkinje cell. Since you can see the picture right here, the Purkinje cell looks like a very vibrant golden tree. So you can associate it with it is the pure king of the little brain, which is the cerebellum. It pronounced as Purkinje. The cellular structure for the Purkinje cell is a tree-like cell. It has large soma, which is a cell body. It looks like an avocado for me. So you can see from this picture, it has lots of avocados lining up. And last, it has dense dendrites. So it looks like a lavish tree. The Purkinje cell is found in the cerebellum, which is our little brain. It is responsible for motor control, coordination, and balance. Although the Purkinje cell looks like a tree, but it's a flattened tree, which means it's more like a two-dimensional tree. They are lining up parallelly, just picturing lots of two-dimensional tree lining up like dominoes. And they are according to the curves of the folded layer of the cerebellum. So if you cut across the layer, it will look like a forest of flat trees, face to face, rising with the hill and falling into the valleys. Let's zoom into one of the flat tree. You will see a big soma, which is the cell body, and the axon. The axon brings in the information like body position, vision, hearing, movement from the neighboring layer, which is the granular cell layer. The dendrites of the Purkinje cell receives input from the climbing fibers and the cells from the molecular layer. So basically, the Purkinje cells are sandwiched between granular cell layer, which is from the bottom, and molecular cell layer, which is from the top. According to the peer review article that I read, here are some fun facts I learned from it. Not only the Purkinje cell responsible for motor coordination, and also they're involved in cognitive functions. According to the book we read, in some rare cases, people born without a cerebellum, their brain seems to work perfectly fine. But if you're born with it, it happened to be damaged, then your brain can't function properly. The study have found that the Purkinje cell is linked to autism spectrum disorder. People with autism spectrum disorder often have fewer Purkinje cells in the cerebellum. The firing disruption of Purkinje cell are found that they're pretty common in various disorders such as ataxia, which is the symptom is they have patients with ataxia, they have difficulty walking, writing, and speak. They would speak unclearly, and also Huntington disease and autism spectrum disorder. Let's talk about the method of silhouette. Silhouette means shadow outline. It was a technique used in neuroscience discovered by Golgi, and it is a chemical process that had a huge impact on neuroscience. That's why it's so important. It highlights the outline of the neuron, so it makes the neuron more visible and clearer to observe under the microscope. Let's review what we've known about Purkinje cells so far. First of all, the Purkinje cell is a type of tree-like cells in our little brain, which is the cerebellum. They play a significant role in motor control, learning, and balance. Second, Purkinje cell's dysfunction will lead to ataxia, which is the patient would have a hard time walking, writing, speaking, eye tracking objects, etc. And also it was shown that they link to autism spectrum disorder. Last but not least, may we all have robust Purkinje cells.